Hey everybody, welcome to etrailer.com. I'm Bobby, and today we're taking a look at the PTC Custom Fit Air Cabin Filter for our 2020 Chevy Traverse. As you can see, we do have charcoal in this filter as well today, so that's why it's going to be looking like it's already gross. That's not really true. That's just the charcoal inside of it actually doing a good job to add as a filtration system for our unit here. Now to get us started, all we have to do is actually locate it, and it's actually going to be behind our glove box here. So what we're going to do, pull open this lever. As you can see, go ahead and drop this open. Now on this side here, you have these little plastic tabs that are actually keeping it up. So all we want to do, pop on the inside here. You can see it's going to go ahead and fall out relatively easy. And then we'll go ahead and move to the other side and show you how to complete the installation. And you see on here too, we have this little lever that's just basically keeping it from falling out all the way. All we want to do, make sure we're supporting our glove box and simply pop that to the edge. You can see it's going to go ahead and fall, and we can go ahead and take it out all the way. Now you can set it just right there for us for today. And this is actually where our filter's up in. As you can see, this is the door to our filter. So we're going to need T25, as you can see here, a little bit to actually access this. So let me get in a better position and show you how we take this out. Now take a look here. This is our door that we want to access, and we do just have some plastic latches. However, to actually start here, at the very bottom here, we kind of have to pull this plastic stripping out of the way. You can see there actually is a little torque screw here that we're going to have to remove, and that's why we actually need this T25. As you can see, go ahead and get this guy lined up. And right here is where, if I own this vehicle, I'd probably go ahead and just Dremel this out. You're going to be wanting to change this cabin filter quite often, usually about once a year or so. Up to your preference, of course. But as you can see, that plastic just getting in the way just a little bit. We'll make sure we're not losing this screw as we take it off. So we'll go ahead and complete that. Now that we actually have that bolt all the way removed, as you can see, be sure not to drop that down there. Could be a little of a hassle. A second pair of hands might make it easier. Like I said, if I own this, I'd go ahead and just get a little notch here. I don't think that we're going to lose anything too important. And just getting that out, it's going to make it a lot easier. To go ahead and complete this installation, all we want to do is press in on this tab. There's a little plastic tab right up here. You can see where my finger's on. And this tab on the side, pulling this in, pushing this up, it's going to go ahead and allow our door to actually walk off. Just like so. And you can see this is actually our filter. A good thing to keep in mind is where our airflow is going. As you can see, our arrow is pointing down. So when we install our new one, we'll make sure we're matching that arrow. Now that we know what direction we want to go, we're going to go ahead and remove this old filter. As you can see, lots of dirt and dust build up in here. A little bit of particulates getting folded in. As you can see though, doing a pretty good job of keeping it coming from the other side, so we're not getting nearly as much into our cabin. But you can imagine, especially the more and more that you let this go, you're going to start getting a lot more gross particulates that we're going to be finding in here. This one doesn't look terrible. As you can see, just a pretty light dusting on the inside. But let's just go ahead and see what it looked like if we inserted our new one. Again, keep in mind our airflow was pointing down, so we're going to match those arrows and resetting our new filter, just like so. And then we can go ahead and re-add our door. Finding that left latch is going to be the easiest way to start this. And you can see that little plastic filling just getting in the way just a little bit here. But it's not going to be too much of an issue once we actually find our right footing. There you go. What you want to do really, kind of get this further out and pull itself back in, going a little bit more to the driver's side and finding that latch that it wants to sit on, getting that back over the plastic and just reinserting our door. And we're good to go. Once we actually have our door back in place, we'll make sure we're re-adding that screw. I recommend just starting it by hand before we actually go in to tighten it down. So we'll just go ahead and zip this down. Now that we have our cabin filter put back in, we want to go ahead and put our glove backs in. As you can see, these little tabs are going to fit right under these arms here, like so. An easy way of grabbing this on the right side here too, this little lever before we go. So now that we actually have our cabin air filter in, we want to go ahead and replace our glove box again. Taking a look, you can see we have these little claws right here. We just want to get that filled into these bars right here. You can see there's 4 slots for them. Go ahead and supporting that, walk it up, and then we want to go ahead and replace our lever here. Just taking a nice solid firm on it. You can walk it right up and push it in back to the left around that knob. It's going to go ahead and squeeze itself in nicely. And then same for the ends here, just pushing those back into position as they go up. As you can see, just playing with that plastic a little bit, getting it set back in so it's not going to fall out. And our glove box is good as new. Well, I hope this video helped. I definitely recommend changing these out about once a year or so. As you can see, you're just getting a lot of particulates, and that's just the air that's actually coming into your cabin. So it's always nice to get another clean filter in there, making sure we're not having anything nasty coming to our cabin. Well, that about does it for a look at the PTC Custom Fit Air Cabin Filter on our 2020 Chevy Traverse. I'm Bobby. Thank you for watching.